You got a record with Lotto called Procedure. Are men really trying to trap you and get you pregnant?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How, how do you handle that?
1-800.
That's crazy. So you really, in the record, you said that you might have to get your tubes tied.
Yeah.
You don't really mean that.
Yeah. But like I do want to have kids, but not my own kids. Like I want to do the surrogate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want somebody else to have my baby. I want them to have my DNA, but I don't want to have it. Like,
Oh, that's smart.
yeah.
Why? Just because of your career, or just you just don't?
I just don't want to actually have a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you see somebody have a bad experience that made you feel like I don't want to carry no baby?
Like all my friends got kids and they just like they can't do it. They restricted a lot when they pregnant. I'm like, nah, I don't want to go through that.
Oh, it's just for 9 months.
This too long.
So here we go. All right. Glorilla said, I'm responsible. I'm not having no kids. And when I do get ready, I'm going to find me a surrogate like Ebony K.
Shout out to Glorilla. Like, I understand Glorilla came on the scene, FNF, F Ninja Free. However, it's my understanding, I don't know much about her, but it's my understanding that she kind of turning the leaf. That she ain't as ratchet as like she ain't really comparable 100% to a Ratchet Red. Am I off base?
I mean, she's figured out that it's a business. What she's doing is a business, right? So, like I was saying earlier, I would be like that on stage. When I got off stage, I'd be a totally different person. She's figured out that it's a business. And shout out to her. She ain't having no nug baby. Thank you. Please show she's the other example of a ratchet who ain't having no babies, who ain't doing those crazy wild things like have your child on the set on the stage at 10 o'clock at night. She's the opposite. They both look the ratchet part, but this one is saying, I'm not having nobody's baby. I'm not doing that traditional ghetto ratchet 10 baby mama thing like Glorilla. It's Glorilla, right? No, Sexy Red, like the Sexy Red girl. I mean, at least it's two different messages, but at least one of them got a good message. This other one, I don't know.
Yeah, and Glow will at least talk about uplifting stuff, and this here, just this demeanor, you know. I think she said she want to have a kid, she just don't want to push it out. She don't want to go through, what you women go through as a man. I don't know what to say about that, but it's like kind of like cheating. That's how this is my opinion. Like being a surrogate, like giving somebody your egg and having them have your baby just because you don't want to. That's like getting a tattoo and using numbing cream. That's what I say is cheating.
What you got, Raquel? What's your take on this?
I say, there are many ways to have a baby. It's having a child, Charlemagne, is not just 9 months. It's 40 weeks and you can't give birth. So saying something like it's just 9 months, you're just an idiot. Okay. But yes, it is kind of like cheating, but women die in childbirth. So it's not easy for everyone. Everyone doesn't come away with the same wonderful experience. So if she can afford to have a surrogate, good for her. The fact that she's even forward thinking that way and she doesn't want, and she knows that there's a cost to it, you are going to be down for 40 weeks. Those 40 weeks, you can't smoke, you can't drink, you can't be a Krishan Rock. You can't do that. You can't be in the club drunk with your baby inside of you drinking. That like you can't. So in her environment, in her work life, I'm sure that would be a big cost for her to sit down like a Cardi B and push out babies. It's tough. So I'm glad that she's talking about having a surrogate. Usually it's a Kardashian talking like that. But I like that this young lady from Memphis, as ratchet as we might think she is, she has the money and she has the forward thinking to say, if I have a baby, this is the way, or this is the approach I'm thinking about going. And I think that's good. I think that's a better approach than a sexy red, because at least she's being thoughtful about it. And she knows that these guys are trying to get her pregnant, and it isn't out of love. It's out of getting a bag. You know what I mean? So she's doing what the men are doing.
And I'll say this, this woman in particular, we always say, if you don't have no kids, you can go be a desperado in Mexico. And, she's however old, 20 something. She don't want no kids. Younger ladies should watch this and take heed and not have kids. But she will make records, the ratchet stuff. But she's not saying this in the interview. So I think ladies need to take heed that y'all being sold a bad bill of goods.
There you go. That part right there. And I can respect her. I will most likely never listen to any of her albums, but I respect that she putting up some resistance. It's sad the bar is so low. That's what I'm feeling like. She at least putting up some resistance. Ratchet Red and them talking about discharge, lip gloss, effing yuckity. Like, they ain't put up no resistance. They like, whatever y'all want me to do for a buck, I'll do it.
Because you got Glorilla here. Like I said, she come up here, she'll sing her lyrics, but the other side of the coin is you get women like this, and they come up. Huh.
What in the mutated monkey madness?
Yeah. So they listening to Glorilla. So, like you said, you can't be both, Glorilla. You can't sit up here and try to be conscious, but you are, inciting this type of behavior from women.
She possessed. It's like the the goddamn going ratchetism of Bonquisha Rose.
No. No.
What was going on the fence? What
is the fence? Why just be on the floor?
Well, hold on. Let's say this. Shout out to the general contractors who installed that fence. We know for sure that fence is about 4 feet deep. It got a cement base. We know this. We know that the fence was installed correctly. Shout out to the contractors.
That's a fact. Couldn't have did a better job myself. I assure you that. Yeah, Bonquisha would have been on the ground messing with me. That's crazy. Look at that. Is that some degree of athleticism? Bonquisha and Nug, they ain't worth a fiddler's den unless they doing ratchet, raunchy, horny stuff.
Why is shoulders wider than the
see that?
What is that on her head? What is that? You know that Cardi B, like, it's her voice, and she's like, "What is that? What is that?" Like, that's how I feel about that wig. Oh my god! Like, and them shoes. It's all of it is so raunchy and nasty. Putrid. That's your favorite word, Mr. Walker.
Putrid. Yes, putrid, rancid.
I'm speechless. I'm just speechless I'm just speechless. See, I would be ignorant, and I don't want to be ignorant. Why you got your ex with a blonde wig on the fence? I would be so embarrassed. I'd be like, get your off the fence. This right here is the behavior that is being encouraged. I get it. Glorilla is one type, Sexy Red is another type, but they both present the same way. But Glorilla understands that it's a business. The other girl, she just lived her whole life in front of everybody. That's the problem. People think this is how they're really supposed to be, these young girls. And as long as you got role models that look like that and do this kind of wild stuff, because who was the one who was in front of Buckingham Palace twerking on a car? Which one was that?
That was
Sukiana.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, that was
another person from Florida, like Sexy.
Like, embarrassing. What, don't they understand this is embarrassing? But see, it's a business. People are behind them saying, the more ratchet you are, the more women are gonna be behind you. And like people just walk around and sing these songs. I don't know none of their songs. I don't even listen to none of that. I don't know. I didn't even know it was 3 of them. I thought it was just 2 of them, right? The Sexy Red and the Glorilla. But since it's a Sukihana or whatever, it's embarrassing all around for older women, younger women. It don't matter. It's embarrassing to see something like this. I see this on the fence. I look around. When I see this kind of stuff, I look around and see if there's some white people looking. Like, y'all know y'all ratchet. And you represent all of us.
I was gonna say, is it safe to say modern women are turning into animals? Like, respectfully, I mean, come on now. This is getting crazy.
Most likely that woman there is a mother. Most likely she got a kid. Somebody say, mommy, feed me, help me, nurture me. And the best thing she had to do this day in the hood was throw her legs up on the fence and act like she doing something to the fence. Like, is that not animalistic? Is that humane? Like, this is where could you play this video and it be accepted? Can you play it in church, in a school, anywhere where there's a moral standing? Church, school, Congress, your dentist, anybody gonna accept this madness?
Man.
But when they all go traveling, right? And you want to travel, you want to go to Dubai, you want to go to Turkey. Are you doing this in Dubai and Turkey? Do you think men are going to let you get on a fence in Dubai and do this? Like, their men and their culture aren't going to stand for you doing that. Like, who allows you to, like, that? We got to clean that up, ladies. Y'all have to stop. That is so, what is fun about that? Like, when she posted that video, like, were they laughing? Like, what? I just don't understand. Like, what were you getting out of posting that video? And now we have it and are talking about it up here.
Well, there we go. She went viral. Hell, she ended up here. So,
right? Yeah, but it's not helping her future self.
That's one thing. We got to quit putting ourselves in their bodies. We don't know what her desired outcome is. She could be getting it.
I got a question.
There you go. Her desired outcome could be, like I said, going viral, getting 10,000 likes.
Oh, cool.
And she's like, there I go. Met my quota. I'm good now. Success.
Wow.
Right. I got a question. You wear skirts and dresses?
Mm-hmm. Yes. All the time.
Why
not on the weekends. I got on jeans now.
Right.
But
why is it that we can't see the younger crowd, the younger generation doesn't know what it's like to put on a skirt or a dress, go outside and look real feminine, real ladylike? All I see these young girls wearing is stretch pants, jeans, and blowed out clothing and this, that, and the third. I very rarely see a young lady in heels and dresses and skirts just to be wearing them for the day. I think a woman is so feminine when she tries to be feminine, where she puts on a dress, puts on heels, tries to look nice, a little bit of makeup here and there. I'm like, I don't understand why you don't understand that that's the feminine way that women should present themselves if you want a man to look at you in a certain way or look at you in a better way.
And that's the title of the show is, can modern women be saved? If so, then how? We're looking at a new world order. And He the Queen was just sitting up here talking about how women need to be more demure, wearing, skirts and heels and whatnot.
That's all they got to do is go out there one day a week, go to the store and buy yourself a nice skirt, a nice thin skirt, a nice slip, however it is. Buy you a pair of heels. Practice. That's what I did when I was a kid. I practiced walking around the house in heels. My mother's heels. I practice until I could just walk outside and I could naturally do it. Just do it one day a week. Wear a skirt, wear any kind of shirt, hoodie, whatever, but put a skirt on, put some heels on, and walk around. Even if you don't come outside, walk around the house and see how feminine that makes you feel. How feminine you have to sit a certain way. You have to move a certain way. You have to walk a certain way. You're not sitting down with your legs open. Keep your legs closed. Just do it one day a week. You see how you're going to change how you feel.